Hi, welcome back to Picking a MultiValue. Today we're going to look at creating simple multi-valued fields in a file where MultiValue gets its name. So to start, let's create a file, orders. And let's just display the default dictionary. So I'm going to add some field definitions into this dictionary. So let's go add dict orders. Let's create quantity, insert mode, D, field number 1. Conversion codes to MD0. The name I can output as quantity. Format, let's do 3 characters, right justified. And that's good for that file. Let's create description. Insert mode. D, field number 2. Don't need a conversion code. Header, we'll put description, and we'll put 20 characters left justified. File. Let's create price. Insert mode. D, field number 3. Conversion code, let's do MD2 with a $sign. The header, let's put on price. And for the output, let's do 5 characters, right justified. File. So now if I go list dict orders, we'll see the definition that I created. So let's put in a sample order. So let's go add orders. Let's do order 1000. I for insert mode. So let's say we got three of something. Let's say that they're 50 millimeter bolts, and they're $1.45 each. File. So I saved that order. Let's go list orders, quantity, description, price. So there's the simple orders that I created. But you're going to say, what if I have more than just one item per order, which is universally the case probably. Normally in some sort of relational system, you're going to create some other file, right? We're going to be tempted to create file, order details or something. Well, that's not how it works in a multi-value system. In a multi-value system, you can actually have multiple values in a single field. So let me show you how that works. Let's first correct the dictionary to how it should have been originally entered in this case. You'll notice in this column S or M, that actually defines whether or not that field is a multi-value field or just a simple singular field. Singular value, I should say. So let's go add dict orders. Let's start with quantity. Let me go to the end, insert mode. So I'm going to put in M now, and the association name, which is useful when there's multiple multi-valued relations in a single file. So I'm going to fill that in. Let's do items for that. File. Let's go to description. Let's go down to the bottom, insert into M items as well. File. Let's do price. Insert in M and items as well. File. So let's go list dict orders. Now we can see how I modified that. So I added the M to signify to the system that this is going to be a multi-valued field and that the association for these particular fields is called items. So let me now edit the order that I created before so we can actually add another line. You can see how we can actually add multiple values to a single field. So I'm going to add orders 1000. Line 1, let's append the value mark, which actually separates multi-valued values between each other. And that is actually character code 253, which wasn't defined when the multi-value systems were created universally, but now it is sort of universally the Y with an acute accent. So I'm going to append Y because let's do 5. So now I have that in line 1. Let's go to line 2 and let's append that there are 45 millimeter bolts that I want as well. Let's go to line 3 and let me append, and those are a little less expensive. Those are just $1.35 each. So now if I print out the entire record that I changed, now you can see that I have a 3 and a 5, a 50 millimeter bolt and a 45 millimeter bolt, $1.45 and $1.35. So I have multiple values in the single field. Let me go File. And now if I go List Orders, Quantity, Description, Price, you can see that the system has recognized that there are multiple values in each of those fields and has formatted the output correctly. That I have 3 50mm bolts at that price and 5 45mm bolts at that price. So that's how you create a very simple multi-value fields in a multi-value system where it gets its name from. Thanks.